All right, I am really excited today. I have a sneak peek. Tomorrow there's going to be a big fall release, and there's so many super cute stamps. You're gonna love them. There's some fun Halloween ones. There's some fun, just more fall themed ones. And so today I'm actually going to show you one of the fall themed ones. And I actually might just show you a Halloween one. We won't work with it, but I'll show it to you. Hi, Jen. Welcome, 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 everyone. Hi, Anne. Thank you for joining. Hello, Karen. Hello, Gina. Hello, Karen. And I think I said hello to you, Mary, but just in case I didn't, hello, hello. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, you all are coming on now. I'm going to switch the camera view, so Darren's going to have to give me a little shout out when somebody gets on now. But hello and welcome, and I'm really excited to share this with you. So we are going to play with one of the new fall sets. Okay, so let me show you this really super cute set. This set is called Fall Prairie, and it comes with a bazillion stamps. Okay, maybe not quite a bazillion, but look, 32. Holy heck, 32 stamps. And so many, I mean, this is a great fall set. I love it for fall, but oh my goodness, you could use this all year long. So many things you can do with this set. Talk about versatility. So this is the set we're gonna play with today. And we're only using a few of these. There's so many you could use, but we're only using a few. So I think the first thing that we'll do really quick is I think I'm gonna just go ahead, and I have my Misty already locked and loaded to put the sentiment right on. So this always scares me. I've got the sentiment going on the background panel, and I rarely do that, but I am doing it first so that if I have some sort of stamping mishap, which does happen, then we haven't got all of our layers on it and all of our time invested in it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I chose the sentiment that says, "Fall winds whisper good things." And my background panel that I have cut out is cut to 3 3/4 by 5, because I want to leave room for a mat, and then I want the card base to actually be the edges. Okay, so we've got our Misty, so we're going to go ahead and go darker, do another layer. Okay. Are you guys excited about the new fall release? Are you seeing all of the different sneak peeks coming up on our social media? I'm telling you, there are so many cute things. It's the tip of the iceberg.
Lots of good stuff coming out.
For sure. All right, I think that is sufficient. We're not gonna get a ruler out and see if it's straight, because I can almost tell you with certainty that it is not, because I did it. So we can set this aside for a minute, but I just wanted to have this all kind of ready to go.
Donna says you can't wait.
Oh, Donna, you wait and see. It'll just be, you will love it. Okay, so I'm going to show you the little set again so that you can kind of see. I went ahead and did some of it ahead of time so that you wouldn't have to just watch me color. So this is fun. These right here I think are fun because they can be clouds, or, you know, it's prairie, right? It's fall prairie, so that's, you know, grassy area. I used some of the clouds for grass, but you could use them, like I said, for grass or for clouds. See, if you do it that way, then you would have two different kinds, which would be cute. I've got a few of these colored. I've got some of the little leaves. These are the pieces that I don't think going to use. I was kind of playing with the layout earlier. So I'll show you the other ones, the ones that we are going to use. So I've got those. We'll do that one in a second. I've got some little leaves. Here's another tree. You can see this one's kind of a skinnier tree. and that one's a little bit fatter. You've got several trees to work with. You've got like 4 different trees you can work with in this set. And I stuck with this leaf because these leaves kind of look like the leaves on this tree. And you'll see why in a bit. And then we're going to use this little house. And we're going to use this little house. And you could use, I mean, you can have a whole village. There are so, like I said, it's so versatile. There's so many things you can do with it. The world is your oyster. Create your own ending. All right, so we've got all of these cute little pieces cut out that we're going to play with. So now we just need to get a couple of things going. I did want to show you one thing. What I did was I went with these 2 trees. I actually had this one lined up. If you wanted to do a slimline card, you could go all nuts, but we're going to do a standard size A2 card. So, but I had originally colored all of those in this one. Also, you could use these as leaves. They're trees, but they can also be leaves. They could also be feathers, for that matter. Just always look at your stamps and kind of look at the different ways you can use them. Okay, so I'm just going to show you. This is super simple. All I did was I took some of my Triblend markers. And if you don't feel like you can color, then you're going to love this because you don't have to know how to color. All you need to know how to do is to open a marker. I think I've got more here than I need. I don't need that one. And I don't need that one. And I don't need that one. Yeah, I grabbed way too many markers. So we'll just we'll start with this one. And all I did was literally, I just went through and I made little dots. I used all 3 of the different colors. They don't even have to be perfectly shaped dots because they're the leaves, right? And the leaves aren't round. So you just have to just make a little mark with your marker. So look how quick this is. And like I said, if you don't feel like you like coloring very much, if you're not really confident about it, I think this is a really cute way to just get...
What colors are you using right now?
I kind of used... Let's see. I've used... This one was gold yellow blend. This one is light green blend. I can't remember if I used the middle one. Did I use the middle one already? Looks like it. Did I use the darkest one? That's the lightest one. Grabbed the wrong end of the marker. But you really can't mess this up. And anything that I can't mess up is my friend. I'm talking a lot. Am I missing comments? Sorry.
Nope.
Okay. Speak up if you want to talk. I promise I'll be quiet long enough to respond.
Is that burnt orange?
This is burnt orange. Thank you for asking. I get a little nervous when I start, so sometimes I just kind of jump in and get all spastic and get excited about what I'm making and forget to take a breath, so bear with me. So you get the idea, though. You kind of have an idea of how we did this. And thankfully, we have one already done, so you don't need to really watch any more of that. We'll just move on to something a little more exciting. Okay, so now I'm going to take this panel. I cut it to the same size as the one that I stamped the sentiment on. And I'm just going to take a little bit of my Distress Oxide. This is Mowed Lawn. And I've just got my little blending brush. And I'm going to just go over that a little bit. And you can go as light or as dark as you like.
Anne says that gives such a nice effect for the fall tree.
I think it does too, Anne. Thank you. I think it's a fun way to get all those colors because in the fall we have all those beautiful colors and trees are multiple colors, not just solid most of the time. I think we'll go up just a little higher. And then I'm just going to do super simple tear. And I usually tear towards myself when I tear. I don't think it matters. One side will always have that kind of more jaggedy edge and one will be a little smoother. And then I actually want to go over the edge again, just because I kind of like the definition that it, because the edges of the torn edge kind of drinks in a little bit more of that ink and defines that edge a little bit more. And for what we're doing, we definitely like that. All right. So now I'm going to do the same thing. And the reason why I didn't just do one big full thing is because I knew I was going to have to do this edge again. If that made sense. And this one has a really big torn edge. Hopefully that will look good. We'll have to see. It'll either look interesting or we may have to modify it, but I think we got enough there. We can go ahead and tear this one now. And we only need the two. You could keep going if you want to do that on your card, but I just wanted the two. So now we've got our prairie kind of set up. That's going to go on our card. And this card's going to come together fairly quickly simply because I did color all those pieces ahead of time. But we'll just see how far it takes us. And mostly I just wanted to let you see this fun sneak peek. So let's just see how it goes. Sometimes I think it's going to go one way and end up being surprised. So this first layer, actually, we're going to want to put this layer on first, right? So this one I'm going to want to put on flat. I think I'm going to use this. This is the Easy Tear tape, and it's a little thinner than the other tape, so I'm going to use that. You guys are really quiet today.
Yeah, no one's saying much.
So, if you have not signed up for Create Your Own Ending and you're kind of thinking about it, I do just want to give you a heads up that there are less than 10 spots available now. So, definitely, if you're on the fence, thinking you might want to do it, jump on that. Don't wait too late. Okay, so I have to figure out, I don't want to cover up any other, darn it. This tape is amazing. It sticks to everything really well, but that's a good thing sometimes, and sometimes a challenge when you like to reposition things like I do. So when you do it, make sure you're committed and don't push down until you're absolutely ready. If we need to, we can always trim it off the edges, right? Okay, we're not going to see any of that anyway. I want it as tall as I can get it without covering up any of the letters. I think I've reached that now. I've got it on there crooked. I'm not sure how to... I'm doing the same thing I did before, tearing my paper, but there we go. Is that... Okay, I think... Nope.
Michelle says she's eating lunch, dinner. So it was a day, she says.
It was a day, Michelle.
Having a lunch at 6 p.m., so.
Oh, wow, Michelle. I'm glad you finally get to sit down. I hope you get to unwind a bit now. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off that little edge. I knew it wasn't on there exactly straight. That's one of the tricky things about when you're tearing. You're going to get weird edges to work with, but I think it'll be okay. I don't think that it's going to matter over here. And then, oh, I should have. Okay, Shannon is having a day. She's got to move this down because I'm a little high because we don't want it to, we have to cover up that bottom part. So make sure you're down low enough. See what I mean? I've got to make these edges meet. So I guess what that means is I'm going to need to put this bottom one on loosely and then work into it. Thought I had that covered. Thanks for your patience with me while I take that bullet for you.
Did Shannon just say she was high?
Yes, Gina, I may have said that. I might not have meant it the way that you're teasing me about, though.
I didn't even notice.
Okay, so let's...
Sue says hi.
Hi, Sue. Okay, I am going to...
She said she's just kidding.
Oh, I know, Gina. I'm glad that you joke around. It makes me less nervous when you guys joke around with me. Okay. See, that's better. So I was worrying because I knew I was going to put those foam squares on there. But if you put the foam down low enough, you have some wiggle room to work with. So put your foam down low enough that you can put it right up against the bottom. And then I do have a little space here, and that's okay. I'm not going to fret because I also have things to put in here. So we'll camouflage it. We'll embellish around that. So we can put our little house right there. We can put our house actually in front of it, I think is better. We're going to put our little tree in here. I think we need to put it a little, I think we'll put it in the front because I don't want it to, I don't want the leaves to go over our text again. And then I think maybe we'll put some of our prairie that way. Want this guy up here a little bit. And I think we need a couple more trees in here. I'm liking that. We need some clouds. We'll cut that one off a little bit. And then I'm liking these, but I'm wondering if I need to move this over. I don't want to overpower the card. You know, when you try to, you get an idea and sometimes you try to force it. I don't want to do that. So let's see if I can make it work. If not, then I'm going to have to adapt and do something different. So we'll put that guy.
Sue says, what a unique tree.
Isn't that fun? Kind of want the leaves to be blowing across. And I'm okay with that overlapping there. And maybe just, what do we think? Do we think that's too busy or do you think that's...
Penny said she had to giggle. They were just talking about federal legalization of marijuana on the news, and then Shannon said she's high.
Oh dear, the rumors that are going to start flying. That Shannon, you got to watch her. That's funny. Okay, I'm liking that. You guys like that? So let's tack all of that down. And again, if you do a slim line, imagine all the space you have for messing around with a slim line on that.
He says that's an adorable fall card.
I love this set. It is so cute. It has just really grown on me.
I'm just glad you're not using the candy one. You might get the munchies.
All right, Darren. Did you hear Darren? Nice conversation. He said he's glad I'm not using the candy, one of the Halloween candy sets, because with the rest of our conversation we've had so far, I might have the munchies. I don't think so. Not my jam. Okay.
Jen says, I love that little scene.
Isn't it a fun one? It's just fun to play with. You can just keep messing around and keep playing with it. You could use as many or as few of the stamps as you want. I think we want to kind of move that over a little bit. We'll cut that after. I'm going to keep everything where it's at for a second while I have it situated. And I'm trying to ignore how crooked my sentiment is. I should probably not point it out, but it bugs me. So I'm sure there's someone else out there who is going, ah. Okay, so let's put this little guy right here. And then we'll put this one up with a foam dot. I kind of like, yeah, I think maybe, do I have that one right? Yeah, I'm going to move that one over just a little bit. I like it a little bit closer to the edge of the card. So we'll put that one about right here. And let's get our little house down. I love fall. I miss fall. In Arizona, we just don't really get a fall. If we do, it's so fast that I haven't noticed it. And I've lived here for what, 5 years, 6 years? How long have we decided we lived here? 6 years. We'll do our little leaves after. And then we'll put this, actually let's put the house on and then put the bush. We can tuck that in after the fact if we want. We can kind of yeah, I think that will work. Want to leave enough room for our leaves. I hope I've done that. We're about to find out, aren't we? So we'll just tuck that little guy behind there. You could also just stamp this directly onto your cardstock if you wanted to do some masking. And then you would get more of the see-through effect with the little wind around it. What was that?
Candy said she missed the peeks, like sneak peeks, I think.
Oh, yeah?
But I need this set. She loves it.
Oh, Candy, I love this set too. I think it's so cute.
Sue asked, how about the hill down lower? You can see the tree trunk. So you can see the tree trunk.
Oh, well.
The one behind the house.
This, yeah, I've pretty much got every nook and cranny of this card.
Filled.
Yeah, I kind of have it all situated at this point, I think, but I'm always open to suggestions, but I think we've kind of utilized our space as best we can at this point. Let's see.
Robin says hello.
Hi, Robin.
Says sorry she's late. She's making her dad dinner.
Well, Robin, I think that's a very good reason.
Anne says the colors
You're
are so
welcome
pretty.
anytime. I just think it's just a happy, fun card. Do you think we need... I like a odd number, so I'm trying to make sure that these all fit, but if I'm trying to force it, I don't want to do that either. So let's see. Maybe we'll...
Candy says she
spread
loves
those
that
out.
sentiment too.
You know, Candy, I love it too, and it just... That's how it feels. It feels like fall is just whispering good things. You know, things are getting better everywhere. I kind of wish I hadn't cut that cloud.
Gina said, what a great way to make mountains. She loves it.
I think I might change out that cloud. The good news is I have a spare. I cut it, but now that I cut it, I'm kind of thinking I might just let it overlap. It looks less weird. It was looking weird to me. Okay, so let me just get my little leaves on there, and then we can finish out our card.
Did you hear I said of Gina's comment?
That Gina said,
She likes the way you make the mountains.
oh, Gina, thanks. The little prairies. I actually looked on Google just because I wanted to, the only thing I'd ever heard about prairies was Little House on the Prairie, and I could remember the beginning where the little girl is like rolling down the hill. So I figured that was probably, grassy areas, but I wanted to be sure, so I kind of looked and looked at some images, and that's, I think that's a good way to find a lot of things. Sometimes, even when I color a really simplified version of animals or something, I kind of like a review. Sometimes you think you know in your head how they're colored, and then you look and you're like, oh, I'd never noticed that before.
Candy said, I'm hoping for other seasons to add on because I love this.
You know what, Candy? That would be so cute to just have something you could just build off of. I love stuff like that too. This would be cute if you wanted to make it into a Christmassy village. You could have snow instead, and you could totally make it. In fact, if you look at the set, let me put the light behind it so you can see it better. There's pine trees, and then you've got this little cabin. So you could totally make this into a winter set. You've got your pine cones. Very, very cute. Okay, let's adhere this to our card panel. This paper is from Autumn Foliage, and this is one of my favorite paper packs. I think every paper in this, beautiful. I kept this one a little bit more simple just because I have so much going on the front of the card that I thought I better stick with something kind of tame. But I am all about gingham. I am all about plaid. I am all about polka dots all day long, all the time. But I love all the other prints too. But those ones, those go-tos, they're go-tos for a reason.
Jean says, great card.
Oh, thanks, Jean.
Says, thank you. This is a kit that you can purchase for. Is this a kit or can you purchase the supplies?
This is not a kit. The stamp set is getting released tomorrow. And like I said, that I showed you the paper pack a second ago. And so really, if you have the stamps and...
Show the set again.
Yeah, I'll show you the stamp set in just one sec. Let me just get this on here as close to centered as
Michelle says she loves getting
I can. Isn't it cute? It's just fun. Maybe that's the 70s in me. I was born in the 70s. Okay, so these card bases. If you guys have not tried the pre-cut card bases, you're missing out because they just make it so easy. I love just having them handy. I've got one all ready to go. We can just add that right on top of there. I'm just kind of looking at it, deciding if I want to add anything else before I adhere that. There's a lot going on, so there's not a lot of room for anything else, but I'm kind of wondering if I want one more. I think that's going to be up too high if I do that.
Gina said she had to share her card bases with Lily. She loves them.
Oh, they are nice, aren't they? And who better to share it with than that cute little Lily? I don't think I'm going to add anything to that. I really just think sometimes it's less is more. In this case, I'm kind of thinking if I add too much more, it's just going to be a lot. I feel like it needs maybe some ribbon or some twine or something, but I'm like, okay, where? I've taken all the space. Let's try tying a bow and see if there's a spot on here that a bow would look good. Just a little tiny one. And if not, we'll just not use it. So I'm just going to do a double bow. I'm just going to do, wrap it over one finger, kind of like a figure 8. And then I just kind of tie in between. and pull it tight.
Donna says hi.
Hi, Donna. Like I said, it may be too much, but let's see if there's a spot that this, I don't mind it over there. Maybe in the clouds, but I might just be, it might not be necessary. Do you know what I'm saying? Kind of like it down there. Do you think that's too much? What do you guys think?
Try above the tree on the other side.
I think that's too much.
Too much, Michelle says. I don't think you need it either.
All right, it's out. Thanks, Michelle. I needed that confirmation.
Donna says sorry she's late.
Oh, Donna, you don't need to apologize ever. I'm just glad you come.
Jean says too much as well.
All right.
Jean said too much. You're totally outvoted on that.
All right. No, I'm so used to, there's some little things that I always just do, and so I get in my little rut, just like everyone else, I think, sometimes has their little ruts, and so it's good to push out of that. It's good to, sometimes the rut is too much, sometimes the rut is not enough. Try it both. Experiment. It's just paper.
Go. Awesome card as usual.
Oh, Jen, thank you so much. Have a great day. This is a little crooked. Shocking, I know. I'm going to try not to kill it when I try to fix it. I think it hasn't been on so long that I can't fix it. It's just a little crooked at the bottom, I could see. Okay, none of that's really going to show, so I think it's okay. Sometimes the way the light shines makes it hard to gauge if I've got it on there centered. Thank you so much.
Donna says awesome card. Can't wait to get this set.
Thank you, Donna. Yeah, it's a cute set for sure. Just a little preview. You may have seen. This is the Spooky Kids set. I showed that card yesterday on social media. And then this one's going up tomorrow. I'll give you guys a sneak peek, I guess. But I made this little zombie one. That's just fun. They just have such cute characters in them. There's a cute little witch, cute little ghost.
Gina in all caps said, I am obsessed with Spooky Kids.
I know. They are so fun to play with. They are just super fun and just adorable.
Gina asks how she can buy the set.
Jean, which set? The Harvard, the...
Both of them, I guess.
Both of these sets will be available on the Brutus Monroe site starting tomorrow. This is a sneak peek of the fall release, and they will be, like I said, they will be available tomorrow. And they should be right on that front page. It has new products. They're always listed right away on the front page, like the home page of the site.
They like your Spooky Kids cards, and they all like that set.
Aw, thank you. So yeah, I think we've just about covered everything. I think, is there anything else that I need to cover? I don't think so. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining me today, and I am excited for you to see the fall release tomorrow. Make sure you look. I know there's going to be a lot of lives coming up tomorrow, featuring a lot of the new fun things. And seriously, you're going to want to get your Afterpay going or your credit card going, because there are so many cute things. I only have a couple of the sets and I'm like, oh dear, I'm going to have to get some more. So thank you so much, you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you have fun seeing the release tomorrow. I will see you next Wednesday with something new. And until then, have a great week. Bye-bye.